coming to Burke Summer Theater's production of Filmmaking Men. We will begin in 1 minute. Please turn off all cell phones and cameras, as flash photography is strictly prohibited. We ask you that you remain in your seats and out of the aisles, as the actors will be using them throughout the performance. Sit back and enjoy the show. There will be a 10-minute intermission following Act 1. There will be a change to today's performance. The role of Juror 4 will be played by Levi Meerovich. Without further ado, following you.
Murder in the first degree, premeditated homicide, is the most serious charge tried in our criminal court. You're a long and complex case, ladies and gentlemen. And now it is your turn to sit down and try to separate the facts from the fantasy. One man is dead. Another man's life is at stake. Now, if there is a reasonable doubt in your mind as to the guilt of the accused, then you must declare him not guilty. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt in your mind, then you must declare him guilty. However, if there is reasonable doubt. However, whichever way you decide, the verdict must be unanimous. I urge you to deliver it honestly and thoughtfully. You are faced with a great responsibility. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The jury will retire. Everybody's here. If there's anything you want, right outside, just knock.
Really lock the door.
Sure they locked the door. What'd you think?
I don't know. It just never occurred to me.
6 days. We should have finished it in 2. Talk, talk, talk. Did you ever hear so much talk about nothing?
Well, I guess they're entitled.
Everybody gets a fair trial. That's the system. Well, I suppose you can't say anything against it.
How did you like that business back tonight? Did you ever hear a phonier story?
Well, look, you gotta expect it. You know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I suppose. What's the matter? You got cold?
A little. It's hot when you're cold. Everyone, please just get ready.
Right. Instead of fast. I think it's the headway with the aviation item. I was the only guy in New York who has seen it. Alright, let's start the show.
How about sitting down? The woman at the window? How about sitting down?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's tough to figure. A kid kills his daughter. Just like that. Well, guess it's the element. They let kids run wild these days.
Is everybody here?
The old man's inside.
We would like to get started.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to keep you all waiting.
It's alright. Just find a seat. Okay. Now you can handle this any way you all want. I mean, I'm not going to be making any rules for you. If you want to discuss it first and then vote, that's one way. Or we can all vote right now and see where we stand.
Let's vote now. Who knows? Maybe we can go home.
Yeah, let's see who's right.
Right. Let's vote now.
Okay. Anyone doesn't want to vote? Alright. All those voting guilty, raise your hands. 9, 10,
for guilty. Not guilty? 1. Right. Okay. 11 to 1 guilty. Now we know where we are.
Somebody's in left field. You think he's not guilty?
I don't know.
I never saw a guiltier man in my life. You sat right there in court and heard the same thing I did. The man's a dangerous killer, you could see it.
He's 19 years old.
Oh, that's old enough. He knifed his own father 4 inches into the chest. They proved it a dozen different ways in court. Do you want me to list them?
No. Well, do you believe his story? I don't know whether I believe it or not. Maybe I don't.
Then why'd you vote not guilty?
There were 11 votes for guilty. It's not so easy for me to raise my hand and send a boy out to die without talking about it first.
Who says it's easy for me?
No one.
What, just because I voted fast? This kid's guilty. You couldn't change my mind if you talked about it for 100 years.
I don't want to change your mind. I just want to talk for a while. Look, this kid's been kicked around all his life. You know, raised in a slum, his mother dead since he was 9. It's not a very good head start. He's a tough, angry kid. You know why some kids get to be the way they are? Because we knock them on the head once a day, every day. I think the only few words, that's all. I don't mind telling you this, Miss Letty. We don't owe him a thing. He got a fair trial, didn't he? You know how much that trial costs? Look, we're all grown-ups here, and we don't need you telling us that we're supposed to believe this kid, knowing what he is. I've lived with kids like that all my life, and you can't believe what they say. You know that.
I don't know that. What a terrible thing for a person to believe. Since when is dishonesty a root characteristic? You have no monopoly on...
All right, it's not Sunday. We don't need a sermon.
What this woman says is very dangerous.
I don't see any need for arguing like this. You should be able to behave like civilized people.
Right.
If we're going to discuss the case, let us discuss the facts.
Brings up a good point. We have a job to do, so let's do it.
You gentlemen don't mind. It was blowing on my neck.
I may have an idea. It seems to me that it's up to us to convince this lady that we're right and she's wrong. Maybe if we took a minute or two to try this.
That sounds fair. Suppose we go once around the table.
Okay, let's start it off.
Right. I guess you're first.
Oh. Well, I just think he's guilty. I thought it was obvious. I mean, nobody proved otherwise. Nobody has to prove otherwise. We're in curriculum prosecution. The defendant doesn't even have to mouth. Well, sure I've heard of it. I know what it is. What I meant. Well, anyway, I just think he was guilty.
Okay, let's get to the facts. Number 1, the old man who lived on the 2nd floor underneath the room in which the murder took place. At 10 after 12 on the night of the killing, he said he heard loud noises coming from the upstairs apartment. He said it sounded like a fight. Then he heard the kid yell to his father, "I'm gonna kill ya." A second later, he heard a body falling. He ran to the door of his apartment, looked up, and saw the kid running down the stairs and out of the house. Then he called the police, and they found the father with a knife in his chest.
And the coroner fixed the time of death at around midnight.
That's right. Now, what else do you want?
The boy's entire story was flimsy. He claimed he went to the movies. Now, it's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? He couldn't even remember the names of the pictures he saw.
He's right. Now listen to this man. You're absolutely right.
Look, what about that woman across the street? If her testimony doesn't prove it, then nothing does. That's right. She saw the killing.
Let's go in order.
Oh, yeah, please. Here's a woman who's lying in bed, and she can't sleep. It's hot, you know? Anyway, she looks across the street, and right there, she sees the kid stick a knife into his father. She's known the kid all his life. Her window is right opposite his. She swore she saw him do it. Through the windows of a passing elevated train. Okay. And they proved in court that you can still look across the street through the windows of a passing L train at night and see what's going on across the other side. They proved it. Let me ask you something. How come you believe her story? She's one of them too, isn't she? I think you're pretty smart, don't you?
Now let's take it easy.
Yeah, calm down. What are you letting her get you all upset for? Relax. Take a seat.
Let's just calm down. It's your turn. I'll pass. That's your privilege. How about you?
I don't know. I don't know. It's didn't they just start to believe that the testimony from these people across the hall isn't that believable? I mean, didn't they say something about an argument between the father and the son around 7 o'clock at night? I mean, that could be wrong.
I think it was 8 o'clock.
That's right. 8 o'clock. They have heard Papa hit the boy twice, and I saw the boy storm angrily out of the house. What's that?
Didn't say it proved anything. Just part of the picture. It doesn't prove anything.
Anything else? Okay. How about you?
I don't know. Most of it's been said already. I mean, we can talk about this case all night long, but in the end, we're going to be wasting our time. Look at this kid's record. At 15, he was in reform school. He stole a car. He's been arrested for mugging. He's been picked up for knife fighting. And they said he stabbed somebody in the arm. He's a very fine boy to deal with.
Ever since he was 5 years old, his father beat him up regularly. He was dismissed.
So would I. A kid like that.
You're right. It's the kids. The way they are, you know? They don't listen. I've got a kid. When he was 8 years old, he ran away from a fight, and I saw him. I was so ashamed, I told him right out, I'm going to make a man out of you, or I'm going to bust you up into little pieces trying. When he was 15, he hit me in the face. He's big, you know? I haven't seen him in 3 years. Rotten kid. You work your heart out for them, and they just... Alright, let's get on with it.
We're missing the point here. This boy, let's say he is a product of a filthy neighborhood and a broken home. We can't help that. We're not here to discuss the reasons why slums are breeding grounds for criminals. They are. I know it. So do you. Children who come from slum backgrounds are potential menaces to society.
You said it right there. I don't want any part of them.
I've lived in a slum all my life.
Oh, yeah, what you said.
I used to play in a backyard that was full of garbage. Maybe it still smells like it.
No, let's be reasonable. There's nothing personal.
There is something personal!
Alright, calm down. She didn't mean you. Relax. Let's not be so sensitive.
I can understand your sensitivity.
Okay, now let's just stop bickering. We're wasting time. It's your turn.
Alright. I had a peculiar feeling about this trial. Somehow, I felt that the defense counsel never really conducted a thorough cross-examination. I mean, he was appointed by the court to defend the boy, but he hardly seemed interested. Too many questions were left unasked.
Well, what about the ones that were asked? For instance, let's talk about this cute little switch knife. You know, the one that fine, upright boy admitted to buying.
Alright, let's talk about it. Let's get it in here and look at it again. I'd like to see it again.
We all know what it looks like. How come we have to see it again? What do you think?
She has a right to see exhibits and evidence.
Fine with me.
That knife is a pretty strong piece of evidence, don't you agree?
I do.
The boy admits to leaving the house at 8 o'clock after being slapped by his father.
Or punched.
Or punched. He went to a neighborhood store and bought this knife. The storekeeper was arrested the following day when he admitted selling it to the boy. It was a very unusual knife. The storekeeper identified it and said it was the only one of its kind he had in stock. Now, why did the boy buy it? As a present for a friend of his, he says. Am I right so far?
Right.
Next, the boy claims the knife fell through a hole in his pocket on the way home. Now there's a story, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what really happened. The boy took the knife ball and a few hours later stabbed his father with it, even remembering to wipe the fingerprints off that. Everyone connected with this case identified the knife. Are you trying to tell me that someone picked it off the street, went to the boy's house, and stabbed the father with it just to be amusing?
No. I'm saying it's possible that the boy lost the knife, someone else stabbed his father with a similar knife. It's possible.
Take a look at this knife. It is quite an unusual knife. I've never seen one like this in my life. Neither had the storekeeper who sold it to him. Aren't you trying to make us accept a pretty incredible coincidence?
I'm not trying to make anyone accept anything. I'm just saying it's possible.
And I'm saying it's not possible. What are you trying to do?
What is this? Who do you think you are? It's the same knife.
Let's be quiet.
Where did you get it?
Found it in a little junk shop around the corner from the boy's house. Cost $10.
Now listen to me. You pulled a real smart trick back there, but your proof doctor will do nothing. Maybe there are 10 knives like that, so what?
Maybe there are.
The boy lied and you know it.
He may have lied. Do you think he lied? That's a stupid question. Sure he lied. What do you think?
You don't have to ask me that. You know my answer. The boy lied.
What about you?
Oh, I don't know.
Now wait a second. Who are you? The kid's lawyer? Listen, there are still 11 of us who think he's guilty. You're alone. What do you think you're going to accomplish? If you want to be stubborn and hang this jury, then this kid will be tried to get him found guilty, sure as he's born.
You're probably right.
Then what are you going to do about it? We can be here all night.
It's only one night. A man may die.
Well, whose fault is that?
How will we go over it again? What immediately?
Did anyone force him to kill his father? How do you like that? Someone forced
This is not the point.
No one forced anyone, but listen.
Look, we can still
Well, I was gonna make this
Just a minute. Some of us have better things to do than sit around in a jury room.
I don't understand why we all have to talk at once. I can't hear a word in here.
He's right. Maybe we should just get on with it.
Well, what do you say? You're the one holding up the show.
I have a proposition to make. I want to call for another vote. You 11 to vote again by secret ballot. I'll abstain. There are still 11 votes for guilty. I won't stand alone. I'm taking a guilty verdict right now.
Okay? Let's do it.
Sounds fair? Everyone, pass up your verdict. Guilty. 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 Not guilty.
How do you like this?
Who was it? I think we have a right to know.
Now, just look at it. We agreed that this was a secret ballot. If the gentleman wanted to remain secret...
What do you mean? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What's the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty with the rest of us, but then this slick preacher starts to tear your heart out with stories about a poor little slum boy who just couldn't help becoming a murderer, so you change your vote. If that isn't the most sickening
Now
thing...
hold it!
Hold it! We're trying to put a guilty man in the chair where he belongs! And all of a sudden we're paying attention to her fairy tales!
No, just a minute!
I would like to say something here. I have always thought that people were entitled to unpopular opinions. This is the reason I came here. I wanted to have the right to disagree. In my own country, I am ashamed to say.
What do we have to listen to now? The whole story of your country?
Yeah, I agree with her. Let's stick to the subject. I'm going to ask you to make your vote.
There's nothing for her to tell you. She didn't change her vote. I did. Maybe you'd like to know why.
No, we wouldn't like to know why.
The man wants to talk. Then, this lady chose to stand alone against us. That's her right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something very strong. She left the verdict up to us. She gambled for support, and I gave it to her. I want to hear more.
It's fine. The speech is over. Let's go on.
Look, kid, I was a little excited. Well, you know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal, huh?
Look, suppose we answer this. If the kid didn't kill him, then who did?
As far as I know, we're only supposed to decide whether or not the kid on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motives here.
Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. This is an important thing to remember.
Everybody's a lawyer. Supposing you tell us what your reasonable doubts are.
This is not easy. So far, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling. Perhaps you don't understand.
A feeling? What are we gonna do here? Spend the night talking about your feelings? What about the facts?
You said a mouthful. Now, look, the old man heard the boy yell out, "I'm gonna kill ya," and a second later he heard the father's body falling, and 15 seconds after that he saw the kid running out of the house.
That's right, and let's not forget the old lady across the street. She saw the boy stab his father. She saw it. If that's not enough for you, it's not enough for me.
How do you like it? It's like talking into a dead phone.
The woman claims she saw the killing through the windows of a passing elevated train. The train had 5 cars, and she saw through the last 2. She remembers the most insignificant details.
Well, what do you say about that?
I don't know, it doesn't sound right to me.
Well, supposing you think about it. Let me repent. Might as well pass the time. Now, wait a minute!
This isn't a game.
Who do you think you are?
Well, let's take it easy now.
I got a good mind to walk around and belt on a good one.
We don't want any fights in here.
Do you see her? The nerve! Absolute nerve!
How about sitting down?
This isn't a game. Who do you think you are?
That's fine, just calm down. It doesn't mean anything. Take a look at this sketch. How long do you think it takes an elevated train going at top speed to pass a given point?
What does that have to do with seconds?
How long? Yes.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
12 seconds, maybe.
Sounds like a fair guess. Anyone else?
I would think about 10 seconds.
I got 10 seconds.
All right, say 10 seconds. Where do you get it?
This. An elevated train passes a given point in 10 seconds. That given point is the window of the room in which the killing took place. And you can almost reach your hand out the window of that room and touch the L as it goes by, right? All right. Now I want to ask you all something. Have any of you ever lived right next to the L tracks? I have. When the train goes by and the window's down, the noise is almost unbearable. You can't hear yourself think.
Can't hear yourself think. Will you get to the point already?
The old man heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you." And then 1 second later, he heard the body fall. That's the testimony, right? 1 second? Right. And the woman across the street saw the body fall through the last 2 windows of the elevated train. Right? The last 2 windows?
What are you giving us?
An elevated train takes 10 seconds to pass a given point, or 2 seconds per car. So the train would have had to be going by the old man's window for at least 6 seconds when the body fell, according to the woman. He would have had to hear the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," while the L train was roaring past his nose. There's no way he could have heard it.
What do you mean? Sure, he could have heard it.
Could he?
He said the kid yelled it out. That's good enough for me.
I don't think he could have heard it.
Maybe he didn't hear it. I mean, with the L noise.
What are you people talking about? Are you calling the old man a liar?
Well, it stands to reason.
You're crazy. Why would he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe?
You keep coming up with these bright sayings. Why don't you send one into a newspaper? They'll pay you $10.
How could the old man fly? You have a right to speak.
It's just that I looked at him for a very long time. The seam of his jacket was split under the arm. Did you notice that? He was a very old man with a torn jacket, and he carried 2 canes. I think I know him better than anyone here. This is a quiet, frightened, insignificant man who has been nothing all his life, who has never had recognition of his name in the newspapers. Nobody knows him after 75 years. That's a very sad thing. A man like this needs to be recognized, to be questioned and listened to and quoted, just once. This is very important.
And you're trying to tell us you lied about a thing like that so you could see him.
No, he wouldn't really lie, but perhaps he'd make himself believe that he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
Well, if this isn't the most fantastic story I've ever heard, how do you make up a thing like that? What do you know about it?
I speak from experience.
Anything else?
Anybody want a cough drop?
Come on, let's get on with it.
I'll take one. Thanks. Now, there's another point I'd like to bring up here. I think we've proven that the old man couldn't have heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you." But supposing he did. This phrase, how many times has each of you said it? If you do that once more, Junior, I'm going to kill you. Come on, Rocky, kill him. You say it every day. Doesn't mean we're actually going to kill someone.
No, wait a minute. The phrase was, "I'm gonna kill ya," and the kid screamed it out at the top of his lungs. Don't try and tell me he didn't mean it. Anybody who says a thing like that the way he said it, they mean it.
And how they mean it.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you really think the boy would scream out a thing like that to the entire neighborhood could hear him? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
Right? He's a common ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
I'd like to change my vote to not guilty. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Very well. The vote is 9-3 in favor of guilty.
That is the end. What are you basing it on? Stories that this lady made up? She ought to write for an amazing detective novel. She would make a fortune. Listen, this kid had a lawyer, didn't he? Why didn't he bring up all these points?
Lawyers can't think of everything. They can just be stupid, can't they?
You mustn't know my brother-in-law.
You sit here and you pull stories out of thin air. Now you're telling us to believe that the old man didn't get up out of bed, run to the door, and see the kid beat it down the stairs 15 seconds after the killing. Now you say he only did it to be important.
Did the old man say he ran to the door?
Ran, walked. What's the difference? He got it.
I don't know. Just don't see how he could have run.
He said he went from his bed to the bedroom door. Isn't that enough for you?
Where was his bedroom again?
Down the hall somewhere. I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
No. Foreman, I'd like to see the diagram of the apartment.
And could we run the whole trial over again so she can get everything straight?
Foreman, I heard you.
Now, what's this for? How come you're the only one asking to see exhibits all the time?
I want to see this one too.
And I want to stop wasting time.
We're going to start wading through all that nonsense about where the body was found.
We're not. We're going to figure out how an old man who's had 2 strokes in the past 3 years and who walks with a pair of canes could make it from his bedroom to his front door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds.
He said 15.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? He can't judge that kind of thing.
He said 15. He was positive about it.
He was an old man. You saw him. Half the time he was confused. How can he be positive about anything?
This is what you wanted?
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Ma'am? Alright. Here's the diagram of the apartment in which the killing took place. The old man was asleep in this room. And here's the kitchen, the bathroom, and the living room. And then here's his hallway, the front door to his apartment, and the stairs. And then the Altrax would be somewhere over here. Now, the old man was asleep in this room. He says he got out of bed, walked to his bedroom door, walked down the hallway, and opened his front door, all in time to see the boy running down the stairs. Am I right?
That's the story.
15 seconds after he heard the body walk.
Correct.
Now, the old man's bed was in the corner next to the window. That's 12 feet from his bedroom door, and the hallway is 43 feet 6 inches. So he had to get out of bed, walk 12 feet after getting his canes, open his bedroom door, walk 43 feet, and then open his front door, all in 15 seconds. Do you think it's possible?
You know it's impossible.
He could only walk very slowly. They had to help him into the witness chair.
You make it sound like a long walk. It's not.
For an old man who uses canes, it's a long walk.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try this thing. I want to see how long it took him. I'm going to pace out 12 feet the length of his bedroom.
recreate a thing like that.
Well, perhaps if we could see it, this is an important point.
This is a ridiculous waste of time.
Let her do it.
Hand me a chair. Alright, this is his bedroom door. How far would you say it is from here to the door of this room?
I'd say it was about 20 feet.
Just about. It's close enough. So from here to the door of this room and back is about 40 feet. That's shorter than the length of the hallway, wouldn't you say?
A few feet, maybe.
Look, this is absolutely insane. What makes you
Do
think
you mind if I try it? According to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. We can spare that. Just gotta watch with the second hand on it.
I have.
Alright. Stamp your foot when you want me to start. That'll be the body hitting the floor. Say he keeps his canes right next to his bed, right?
Right.
Alright. I'm ready.
Well, I'm waiting for the 2 to 30 second mark. Speed it up! You want twice as fast as that!
This, I think, is even more quickly than he walked in the courtroom.
You want me to go faster? I will. Stop.
Right.
What's the time?
29 seconds exactly.
29 seconds.
It's my guess that the old man for his body fall was trying to get to the front door of his apartment. Heard someone running down the stairs and assumed it was a boy.
I think that's possible.
Assumed. Now listen to me, you people. I've seen all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this display takes the cake. Tell him, will you? You come in here with your heart spilling all over the floor about slum kids and injustice, but then you start making up all these wild stories, and you got some soft-hearted old ladies listening to you. Well, I'm not, and I'm getting real sick of it. What's the matter with you people? This kid is guilty. He's got to burn. We're letting him slip through our fingers here.
Our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you bet I'd like to pull the switch.
I'm sorry for you.
Don't start with
What does it
me.
feel like you want to pull the switch?
Shut up!
You're a Satan.
Shut up!
I want to see this kid die because you personally want it, not because of the fact.
Shut up! Let me go! I'll kill her! I'll kill her!
You don't really need to kill me, do you?
Activity.
Is everything alright, ladies and gentlemen? I heard some noise.
Yes, everything's alright. You can take it back now. We're finished with it.
What are you looking at?
I see no reason why we have to behave like children.
Nor do I. We have a responsibility. This is a remarkable thing about democracy. That we are, what is the word? Notified. That we are notified by mail to come down to this place and decide upon the guilt or innocence of a man we have not known before. This is one of the reasons why we are strong. We should not make it a personal thing.
Well, we're still nowhere. Who's got my idea?
I think we should have another vote.
Works for me. Anyone object?
Let's start it off.
I want an open ballot. Everyone call out their votes. I want to know who stands where.
Anyone object? Very well. I'll call up the jury numbers. I vote guilty. Number 2?
Not guilty.
Number 3?
Guilty.
Number 4?
Guilty.
Number 5?
Not guilty.
Number 6?
Not guilty.
Number 7?
Guilty.
Number 8?
Not guilty.
Number 9?
Not guilty.
Number 10?
Guilty!
Number 11?
Not guilty.
Number 12?
Guilty.
6 to 6.
I'll tell you something. The crime's being committed right in this school.
The vote is 6 to 6.
I'm ready to walk into court right now and declare a hung jury. There's no point in this going on any longer.
I go for that too. Let's take it into the judge and let this kid take his chances with 12 other guys.
You mean you still don't think there's room for reasonable doubt?
No, I don't.
Perhaps you don't understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? How do you like this guy? He comes over here running for his life, and before he can even take a big breath of air, he's telling us how to run the show. The arrogance of it.
Do you ever think that we should maybe take some tips from the people who come running here? Maybe they know something that you don't know. We're not so perfect.
Please, I am used to this.
Oh, no, it's not all right.
Okay, okay. I apologize. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Can you please stop arguing? Who's got something constructive to say?
Well, something's been bothering me a little. This whole business about the stabbing and how it was made, the downwrangle of it. You know?
Don't tell me we're going to start that. They went over it and over it in court.
I know they did, but I don't go along with it. The boy is 5 feet 8 inches tall. His father was 6'2". That's a difference of 6 inches. It's a very awkward thing to stab down into the chest of someone who's half a foot taller than you are.
Listen, you're not going to be satisfied until you see it again, so I'm going to give you a demonstration of sorts. Somebody get up. Someone get up. Okay. Now watch this. I don't want to have to do it again. Is that about 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Fine. Let it be more.
That's not funny.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, calm down. Nobody's hurt, are they?
No, nobody's hurt.
There. Take a look at it. Down and in. That's how I'd stab a taller man in the chest, and that's how it was done. Take a look at it. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Down and in. This is important.
Did you ever stab him?
Of course not.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Where do you get all your information about how it's done?
What do you mean? It's just common sense.
Have you ever seen a man stab?
No?
Well, let me ask you this. The boy was an experienced knife fighter. He was even sent to reform school for knifing someone, right? That's right. So, look at this. Doesn't that seem like an awkward way to handle a knife?
What are you asking me for?
Wait a minute. You can like,
Have you ever seen a man stabbed?
yes.
In the movies?
In my backyard, on my street. We made it long across the street.
Switch knives came with the neighborhood where I lived. Funny. Never thought of it before. Yes. Try to forget those things. Anyone who's ever had any experience with switch knives would never have stabbed downwards. You don't use the switch knife that way. You use it underhanded.
So he couldn't have made the women stop.
No, you couldn't have. Not if you had any experience with switch knives.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo. What do you think? Well, I don't know.
What about you?
tell you something. I'm getting really sick of this whole thing already. Let's break it up and go home. I'm changing my vote to not guilty.
You're what?
You heard me. I've had enough.
What do you mean you've had enough? That's no answer.
I think perhaps you're right. That is no answer. You have sat here and voted guilty with everyone else because you have some feet that take a floating a hole in your pocket. And now you have changed your vote for the very same reason. This is an ugly and terrible thing to do.
You can't talk like that.
I can't talk like that to you. If you want to vote not guilty, then do it because you believe the man is not guilty. If you believe he is guilty, then vote that way. Or don't you have the guts to do what you believe is right?
Now listen.
You have to say it. Is it guilty or not guilty?
I already told you. Not guilty.
Why?
I don't have to
Say it. Why?
I don't think.
I want another vote. Okay, the vote called for. Yes, the quickest way to need a show of hands. What? Very well. All those voting not guilty, raise your hands. 9. All those voting guilty? 3. The vote is 9-3 in favor of acquittal.
How can you believe this kid is innocent? You know how this is wrong. I don't have to tell you. They don't know truth. And let me tell you, they don't need any real big reason to kill somebody. Look, they get drunk and then someone's lying in the gutter. Nobody's blaming them. That's how they are, you know. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. They don't care. Oh, sure, I've known a few of them who are pretty good, but that's the exception. Most of them, they can do anything. What's going on here? I'm speaking my piece with you. Listen to me. They're no good. There's not one of them who's any good. We better watch out. Take it from me. Well, don't get no better. What's going on here? I'm trying to tell you something.
I've had enough. You open your mouth again. I am going to split your skull. Sit down. Sit! All right, everybody, sit down. Still believe the boy is guilty of murder, and I'll tell you why. In my mind, the most damning evidence is from the woman across the street, who claims she saw the murder committed.
That's right. As far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony.
Let's go over her testimony. What exactly did she say?
I believe I can recount it accurately. The woman went to bed at around 11 p.m. Her bed was next to the open window. She could lie down, lean over, and look out across the street into the window of the opposite apartment. She tossed and turned for over an hour, unable to sleep. At precisely 12:10 a.m., she looked out the window and saw the boy stab his father. This is unshakable testimony.
That's what I mean. That's the whole case.
Frankly, I don't see how you can vote for acquittal.
Well, I think there's so much evidence.
What do you mean? He's absolutely right. You can throw out all the other evidence.
This was my feeling.
What time is it? It's late. You don't suppose they'd let us go home and finish it in the morning?
Not a chance.
Gotta keep the moms.
Pardon me. Can't you see the problem without glasses?
Not clearly. Why?
Oh, I don't know. This may be a dumb thought, but what do you do when you wake up at night and want to know what time it is?
What do you mean? I put on my glasses and look at the clock.
You don't wear them to bed.
Of course not. No one wears eyeglasses to bed. What's all this for?
Well, I was thinking, the woman who testified for seeing the killing, you know, wears glasses.
So does my grandmother, so what?
Your grandmother is a murder witness.
Well, look, stop me if I'm wrong, but this woman wouldn't wear her eyeglasses to bed, would she?
Wait a minute.
I mean, did she even wear glasses? I don't remember.
She did. They were bifocals. They looked quite strong.
That's right. Bifocals. She never took them off. That's funny. She did wear glasses. I never thought about it.
Listen, she wasn't wearing her glasses to bed, that's for sure. She testified that in the midst of her tossing and turning, she rolled over and glanced casually out the window and saw the murder take place. And then a split second later, the lights went out. She wouldn't have had time to put on her glasses. Now, maybe she honestly thought that she saw the boy stab his father, but she only saw a blur.
How do you know what she saw? Maybe she's farsighted. How did she know all these things?
Does anyone still think there's no room for reasonable doubt?
Well, I think he's guilty.
Does anybody else?
No. I'm convinced.
You're alone.
I don't care whether I'm alone or not. I have a right.
You have a right.
Well, I told you I think the kid's guilty. What else do you want?
Your arguments.
I gave you my arguments.
We're not convinced. We're waiting to hear them again. We have time.
Listen, what's the matter with you? You're the guy who made all the arguments. You can't turn on me now. A guilty man's gonna be walking the streets. A murderer. He's got to die. Stay with me.
I'm sorry. There's a reasonable doubt in my mind.
We're waiting.
Well, you're not going to intimidate me. I'm entitled to my opinion. It's gonna be a hung jury. That's it!
There's nothing we can do about that. Except hope that some night, maybe in a few months, you get some sleep. You're all alone.
It takes a great deal of courage